Today is still Thursday, August the 6th, 2026, at 7:40 p.m. in the evening. I think about 2 nights ago, maybe three, I had a dream about some coffee. And in this dream, I responded, "Oh no, I'm not too much of a coffee drinker." You know, I remember I don't. I got half a gallon cans of coffee on my shelf that have been there since last year. But I'll be 60 in December. But I remember my late 20s, I used to love Sanka, Sanka, Sanka instant coffee. And I drank it so much, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I act like nothing else in the world existed but Sanka. And I was driving a stretch limousine, and I didn't believe when they say coffee make you nervous. I thought I could handle anything. It didn't bother me. So one day, I pulled into the gas station to fill up my tank, put some money in my tank, and I circled that gas pump about 4 times. I was so nervous and shaking. I couldn't get close to that pump for nothing. And the gas station had glass doors, and in this particular neighborhood, everybody knew each other. They even knew the company that I worked for. So the cashier was staring out the glass door like, "What's wrong with this driver?" So I get out the car and I walk into the gas station and I went to hand her a $20 bill. No, it was a him. I went to hand him a $20 bill and I dropped it. Oh, they put the icing on the cake. I'm like, "Oh, no, no, I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. Coffee make me nervous." He was like, "Yeah, right." And so I got back in and I left for the day. But when I get back to my company, you have to turn the car in for the day. I walked in there, all eyes was on me. That gas station called my job. And ever since then, I don't know, God must have took it away from me. I didn't think I would ever see the day I would depart from Sanga Coffee. You don't see it on the market anymore. Maybe not in this neighborhood, maybe in other neighborhoods, but you cannot find Sanga. Everybody's doing Folgers and what's the other one? Uh, but anyway, you don't see Sanka anymore. But I probably drink some coffee every purple moon, every now and then or something. But what I found on the shelf, I went in the pantry. I'm like, "Well, where is my coffee?" I'll be packing stuff up and moving stuff around in the kitchen. So I goes into the kitchen pantry. And there was three half a gallon uh, containers of coffee. Two was new and one was used. So I picked that one up and I shook it, and it sounded like water. Was that like water? I took the top off of it, and when you're on TikTok, they tell you if you mix up this, mix up coffee, mix up eggs, mix up whatever, and it'll grow your hair. And I have a habit of listening to that stuff, and I'll be mixing stuff up in empty containers. And I was wondering whatever happened to that hair solution. Oh, shame be removed from me. And I think I mixed that hair solution up maybe sometime in November of last year, and I can't find it for another. Oh my God. So I'm scrolling down the website. For some strange reason, I saw a person with a coffee cup. I clicked on a profile and I saw a person with a coffee cup. And somehow I knew, or at least, well, it brought my mind back to the dream. And where I was saying in the dream, oh no, I'm not a coffee person. Yeah. And lo and behold, I found the hair solution that I mixed up. Lesh. Oh, you should tell nobody that. Lesh. Yeah, and I put it in the garbage. Yeah, I'm not on TikTok anymore. That's even bad. I was on TikTok last year. I mean, I ain't even on TikTok anymore, and I still got the solution sitting on the pantry shelf. Yeah, I gotta go through everything. I have stuff missing out of the apartment that I can't find. That I don't know. I suppose had my some boxes delivered by the sixth, and today's the sixth, and it's not over with. Sometimes they deliver boxes late at night, 9:30 at night. That's a shame. Remember the latest that I washed out for some packages was about 7:30. I called it quits, went in my room and got in the bed. The neighbor came knocking on the door around 9 o'clock with the packages. So yeah, we got some new neighbors in the building, and they don't know me, I don't know them. But I hope they don't bother me. So I say to myself, I just don't want to be bothered. So if I don't bother your stuff to bother mine, I better start running outside barefooted. You try to get downstairs real quick to get your package, so can anybody get it? So I know better than to run out on the porch barefoot. Yeah, so I better stop doing that. But yeah, I'm ashamed of me. Shame be removed from me. Gotta keep me alert. Yeah, I put some of that lion's mane powder in my kale and my celery milk. It's supposed to help keep you alert. That's for awareness, alertness. So and working with my vitamin D deficiency. That'll make you absent-minded too. So all of my good health report came out good except for vitamin D deficiency. And that can make you just sleepy. Yeah, I ordered some D3. I got some cod liver oil. My doctor said take more walks in the sun. The front room window, the sun come through there. Good amount of sun come through there. So I better be careful. I'll be hanging out there. Be hanging out the window with my nanny skirt on. This dress is as long as my ankle, but there's nothing on top. I want the neighbors going around there. I said, she advertising. I walked past and she was hanging out the window. She was like cleavage. Listen, I'm trying to catch me some vitamin D on that noise. Get on that noise and put a step to it. Yeah, vitamin D, yeah, right. Your old self looking for a boyfriend. No, I'm just kidding. They didn't say that, but they walked past. But new neighbors just moved in the building. They was like, you still hanging out in that window? Yeah, I'm trying to catch me some vitamin D while watching my packages at the same time. Well, anyway, okay. I'm glad I read past that post of a person drinking coffee out of a coffee mug, and lo and behold, I found my old hair solution. What can I find? Can you tell me what happened to my gospel CDs? Some people have spiritual gifts. Where's my gospel CDs? My Mahalia Jackson CDs. I bought them back in February. I think they got here February. They was not supposed to leave the front bedroom. I searched everywhere in there. They're not there. Yeah. Where are my CDs at? I know what happened to my lenses. They took that. Yeah. I'd be glad I went in that pantry. I found that coffee. Because I was going to call non-emergency. Put that in the report too. Yeah. Yeah. But I have to stall. Like I said, the kid changed the landlord is 95 years old. Her boyfriend's 89 years old. You can't report that because I've been here 8.5 years, and I locked myself out of the house 3 separate times. And if I report them for coming in taking stuff or change the locks, next time I lock myself out, they got me about what's dead out there, so they get away with dirt. I'm being pushed around by two old people. They get away with dirt. They just come over here and take whatever they want. You better be glad I found my coffee.